is something you already know how to do. You're going to factor. After you're done factor, you're solving. This is the new part, solving. This is the old part, factoring, because you know how to do it. All right, factor, what you're going to do is, because there's a 1 right here, you can that move straight into finding two numbers that multiplies to 24, and that sums up to the middle number, which is -10. So two numbers are multiplied to 25, 24 adds up to -10. I'm thinking of 6 and 4, but if I do 6 plus 4, it gives me +10. So that wouldn't work. But if I did -6 and -4, that gives me 24 when you times them. And if you do -6 minus 4, you get -10, right? Check, check. All right, so I'm going to do the x minus the 6, this one, and the x minus the 4. All right, so this covers the first part. You have factor. Now the second part is very simple. Here it is. When you're solving it, all you're doing is the opposite. You see this this -6, the answer is x equals 6. Done. You see this -4, x equals +4. You're done. That's the solving part. All right, you're done. So you pick the answer that has x, 6, and 4. All right, let's move on to the number 8 right here. Because I have a number right here is greater than 1, first one, I'm going to do slide and divide. For me to slide and divide is so much easier. But people have their own thing. So you do what works for you. So 4 times 3 is 12. So 12, and then one number will sums up to -7, right? All right, so 12, what can I think of? Well, I can think of 4 and 3, but I'll make them negative because that gives me 12. -4 and -3, if you add that, I get you -7. All right, so I have this one right here and this one right here. That's the factoring part. Checked. All right, the new part, which is the solving part, right? The solve is very simple. You see this? Just drop it down. Oh, we're not done. I um, got it wrong because slide and dividing are done. You have to be able to bring back the, I did the mistake that a lot of you guys do. You see this 4 right here? It needs to come back and play. It comes back right here. You divide that by 4. It also goes right here. Divide that by 4. Oh boy. All right, so when you divide this right here, that should give me 1. And then this one right here would not divide. I don't want a decimal. I don't want a fraction. So just move it right here. You should have 4x minus 3. All right, now that's the factoring part. Now the solving, it will be easy with this one because whenever you just x like that, just like the previous one, right? Just like the previous one, notice there was just a 1 right here. There's just a 1 right here. So because there's a 1 right here, the solving is just x equals 1, the opposite of this. But this one will not work. You have to solve it. So the way of solving it is by doing 4x minus 3, set it equal to 0. You solve for x, add 3, right? 4x equals 3, divide by 4, x equals 3/4. You're done. That's the solving part, right? The only challenging is when this number is bigger than 1, you should set it equal to 0 and then solve, right? Try the next one.